Yo, what up, ladies and gentlemen? Your man Doggy Master, and you already know what time it is. Something very tragic happened in Usude this year, 2025. Some months ago, there is this man called Benigris Ozochi, who happens to be a farmer. And what in particular does he farm? He was based on vegetables, and he actually cultivates garden eggs. If you come to the farm of his garden eggs, you will be wowed by what this guy actually produces. And there came a time when his immediate elder brother, who died during a motor accident in his own bus, and it happened that during the elder brother's burial, people do come for condolence visits and all that. They came this morning that they ran out of garden egg, and being a garden egg farmer, there is no way you're a big garden egg farmer and it's already harvest time. You already know you have a lot in your farm to actually use as a kola nut to present for people who are coming for condolence visits. And this guy, instead of going to the market to actually buy garden egg, he decided to go to his farm in order to harvest some garden egg and use for kola for the people that are coming for the condolence visits. He hurriedly ran to his farm, where unfortunately that became a horrible story for this very family. Losing him, he went missing for days. People started making searches, and all to no avail. At the end of the day, people from his kindred, they made several searches inside the bushes, combing all the bushes where his farm is very close to. They couldn't find him nor his remains. At the end of the day, it came to a time where everybody became so worried that how could a thing like this be happening in our own town, Nsude? There came a day which was scheduled to actually, because already there are group of people that are being suspected to be the people who have hands in the buying of this very guy. Even if he's not going to come back alive, at least let's find his remain. So a day was scheduled, which happened to be 2nd of September 2025. Everybody, people that had the time to return home, they all gathered and making their way to the forest that is very close to where this guy actually has his farm. People gathered in a particular place, trying to have a common conversation on how to go about inside the bush, on how to make the search and see that it's actually materialized to what the plans are. There is this brother of ours who is called Obiora, Dr. Obiora, Barrister Obiora George, who happens to be in the government, and he came with some security men, of which they already suspect that everybody had in mind that he's responsible for the missing or buying of this brother, Benigris Ozochi. He got captured and was taken into custody, of which that fateful day, the 2nd September 2025, we all did all we could, and to the glory of God, with the help of Barrister Obiora George, we were able to get to the authorities to release that very suspect in order to help in making sure that we get the remains of our brother, even if he's not going to be coming back alive to us. They made it possible, providing this very guy that was a suspect to this very missing brother of ours. They came around, coming with him, and they fronted him, and we all went into the bushes, making set to see how possible it's going to be, at least to get the remains of our brother, Benny Grace Ozochi. We went to the mountain cliffs, down to the streams within the vicinity, climbing up, coming down, climbing up, coming down. Everybody got so exhausted to an extent that the law enforcement agency, the army people that came with this very suspect, they all got exhausted and tired. They all got angry that, are we actually sure that this guy is telling us the truth? He kept leading us from one mountain cliff to another, and we're like, are we sure that this guy is actually leading us to the right place where we can actually find the remains of our brother? We asked this guy questions severally. He kept repeating the same thing, that he knows what he's doing. This guy led us through the bushes. Everybody got so exhausted without water. How can you even carry yourself, let alone having water with you? How heavy is that going to be? So we kept climbing and coming down, climbing and coming down, climbing and coming down. My own set of group of people that were, because we were dispatched into different groups to actually round the bushes and see what we can actually come out with. So my own set, we got exhausted and we got to a place, we say, let's wait for other sets to actually come out there so that we can all make our way home.
We are on our way going,
since we couldn't find anything.
Searching.
So our surprise, we started making calls to make sure that others, they actually safe, and to know where we are already waiting for them. All we were hearing that they got grip of what is called just his bones, his skull, and every other pieces that was already, you cannot find any flesh within, but all they were able to find was his bones and his skull. It was so sad that a full-grown man that went to farm to get garden egg to be able to present as a cola to the people that are coming for his elder brother's condolence visits is now somebody that they are bringing his bones, his skull. He is now no more. What a sad story. What a sad way to go off this earth. It happened like this, and we all returned back home. It was a sad one. Everybody, at least a little bit, we were a little bit excited for the fact that we found the remains of our missing brother. We returned home, and at the end of the day, coffee was bought, and this very truck that you're seeing here is a truck gifted to him from his mother's brother, who happens to be a reverend father, to actually assist him in his farming. This is who he is now. He is no more. His coffin is on top of his truck, leading him home to go and see for his mother to actually, because his mother has always been so worried that how could Benny Grus not return home, knowing fully well that people are coming for the burial of his immediate elder brother. Now, Benny Grus is now returning as a dead body to his mother, who expected him to come back with the garden egg that he went to brought from the farm. What a life that we all witness in Nigeria. All this because of Fulani headsmen. It was a Fulani guy that he narrated how everything went, that they stabbed him with a knife, smashing him with a cutlass on his skull. He started struggling down to the bushes, where he struggled and couldn't find the strength to live no more. What a sad way to leave this earth. The insurgencies that is happening in Nigeria all over, every now and then. This is what Nsude happened to experience. It's so sad. We all know life is actually a work in process. He didn't know he could meet his early grave just like that. We keep working through the life process, either good or bad, but what our prayers are that we walk through the right one in order to actually achieve what we are pursuing in this life, and to, when we are going back, we will actually go back at the right time. Life is always a working process. Work towards the right process in making sure that things go the way you plan them with a cool body. Goodbye, Benny Grus Ozochi.